Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu and I am here for Record of Lodoss War, episode 4 and maybe 5. We'll totally see. Probably 4 and 5. This has been a hell of a weekend of D&D for me on this end. I've run 2 sessions this weekend instead of 1. We normally play on Saturday, and one of our players got kind of sick, like ended up with bad migraines and just a really bad hangover. Basically, got way too drunk the night before. Luckily, his character had done the exact same thing. They went to the opera, and he snuck in a bunch of like alchemy vials full of whiskey, and they were just shooting those. So I said that, like, in character, he left something rank in one of those vials, and it has affected him. So he got to go off and just be passed out for a while I ran a game for the other 2 characters. And luckily, the way that the game I'm running is structured, it's in a city and there's a lot of stuff to do and check out. So I was able to put together some encounters and some faction missions and some other things for them to do. Then the next morning, I get a text from the guy who was hungover that day, who's like, "Hey, I feel a lot better. You want to play again?" And one of the other guys who was playing the night before was like, "I'm down. I want to play again too." And the other was like, "I have work." So I ran 2 different 4 or 5 hour long games, one on Saturday night and one on Sunday night for 2 people each time, and almost killed the same person twice, which was really fun. He almost got petrified by Gorgon's petrification breath, and he got crit on by a gibbering mouther for 42 points of damage in one hit. Regardless, it was a lot of fun, and there's been a lot of D&D in my life for the last couple of days, which I'm not complaining about. You might think that, hey, that's a lot of prep to do and a lot of work at short notice and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I love it, so it doesn't matter. And now here we are to watch some Record of Lodoss War, a very D&D-ified sort of a story, which is very cool. Last week on Record of Lodoss War, we actually started our adventure. We got to see our villains rise from the depths. We've got this ancient black dragon, which is legitimately just shit. I forgot his name. Ganondorf. Literally just Ganondorf, except also a gigantic evil black dragon, which is terrifying. There is this witch who is off doing witchy things, and we don't understand what she's doing. And we have our probably closer to home villain, the Black Knight. This dark knight dude who seems to be like our main lieutenant guy, who's going to be our face of evil for the moment. And that's pretty great. We ventured around for a bit, fought some things, defended a town, burned Parn's home down because he's that badass. Awesome. And then found our way over to a fort or city or place and thing, and rescued our thief friend from the prison, because he was in prison for stealing stuff because he's a bit of a thief. Whoops. Met a met a nice captain of the guard type of character who told us that Valis is the place to go if you want to become a real knight, and then died heroically trying to defend the city and not doing much to defend the city, but more going down with the ship sort of a situation. So our characters are now on the run from the forces of Marmo, this evil army that is invading from evil places and being evil, and we are on the run and trying to find some allies and trying to figure out if there's anywhere in this world that could stand as a bastion of civilization and truth and light and good against the forces of encroaching evil. I assume we will probably turn our heads toward Valis, this place that we've heard of a couple of times where light and good seem to rule, and head in that direction. What will we get along the way? Will we be rolling for random encounters in the forests? Yeah, probably. There's probably going to be a bunch of stuff going on. Let's watch the show and find out. So far, I'm really enjoying this. It's fun. I understand. I mean, the people commenting on this come in broadly a couple of groups, like people who watched this as one of their first shows, or something like during the time when it was first airing, who found it in as a VHS in a video store, and got it was super into it, or super into D&D and other role-playing games because of it. And then there are the category of people who are like, I don't understand why this is so, why people love this so much. It's not that crazy cool. And I think it has to do with novelty more than anything. The idea that that what is interesting about this show is not necessarily that it is full of ideas that you can't find anywhere else, but that it is one of the earlier examples of a show full of those types of ideas. And one sort of analogy that I made in referring to it as a classic was that Lord of the Rings is like the classic fantasy story. Do we look at Lord of the Rings and think of it as derivative or like foolish because we've seen that kind of a story before? Well, no, because it's an exemplary example of an early version of that kind of a story, and one of the ones that inspired tons of other things. And I get the same vibe from this show, and that's part of the reason that this slot exists in the first place, is to, one, find shows that you might find that look cool on the cover if you were walking through a Blockbuster or a more even more underground video store in the 80s or 90s. You might be able to find shows like this and maybe get really interested in them. But it's also to look at classics that we overlook because they're not that interesting, because we have shows that have built off of what they've already established as possible in the medium. But I think it's useful and interesting to go back to those older shows and figure out where the modern like zeitgeist of anime is really coming from and where its foundations are. So anyway, I like the show. It's cool. It's got great character designs and cool music and like pretty good art all the way through, except for Mr. Hobgoblin like swinging his sword was kind of dumb, but that was like the only thing that's really kind of dumb in this show so far. Everything else has been pretty fun. So I'm here for the ride. I'm enjoying what we've got so far. Let's watch the show, starting with episode 4. I've got episode 4 of Record of Lodoss War up and ready to go. It is sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to do a syncy thing, you can do a syncy thing. BB timer to sync your thing up with the other thing is coming at you right now. Let's go. Can I drink my tea or is it... Ow, it's too hot. Hey. Lodoss. Mm. Yikes. Always yikes. Why the Italian? Prigioniera. I don't... It's cool, but I don't understand it. I might have fucked up and said Phallus instead of Volus because I think there's a the Grey Witch. Ooh, because there's I think the god is Phallus and the place is Volus, something like that. I forget. Hello, clouds. Hello, peaceful land. Oh, I see. Oh, but we're homies. Shit. Okay. Oh. Will not Yeah, good luck. Like, the evil army invading is... Time to find a new nation, baby. It's a cool walk cycle. Okay. Let's not, buddy. We're not going to get anywhere here. Not worth it. Jeez. You're going to try and set out the invasion of the forces of evil? I don't think that will work. T-minus, like, 10 days before the city burns? Yeah. King Fawn. Okay. Fianna? He's as a messenger, you're sending the princess? That seems dangerous. I wonder if she'll get attacked by anybody. I wonder if we'll have to save... Oh, she is pretty. God, I love the line work. I love the line work on the female faces. It's so good. Cool. Bad guys. What are we up to, bad guys? Oh. Well. We'll see. Oh, no. Oh, I thought they were going to straight up decapitate him right there. All right. He's more useful as a prisoner, probably. I love her. She just knows. She just knows. Well, shit. Okay. Omakase. And she's gone. So dope. Oh, for sure. She's fully gonna make a play for power after using his forces to, like, take over the world. And the backstabbing goes all around. Awesome. Oh, okay. I am angry, fighter man. I am angry. Sure. Are there spiders? No. Oh, woodchuck. We're going in there. Okay, Valis is the place. Very cruel, but slightly true. It's called the Forest of No Return, so... Deedlit's like, oh, that's so cute. Hey, Woodchuck's the first to go with him. That's actually interesting. Oh, no, he's trying to stop him. Never mind. Mm-hmm. I can't tell if he's fighter man or paladin man. He's kind of both. Yeah, bring the forest elf with you. Yeah, bring the elf. Good move. Well, everybody's going. Mm-hmm. Ooh, these backgrounds are dope. Look at that. Look at all those trees. Oh boy. Oh boy. This place is spooky. Whoa. Okay. I would listen, game. Okay. A little bit of shade. Hey, Deedlit, you're really dope. Yeah, go follow the elf. What else are you gonna do? Uh-huh. That's what I thought. All right. How long until one of us feels strong emotions? Oh. Unless you bring them in. Oh. We are in the realm of fairies? We legit just went into the Fae. Which wouldn't affect an elf. Okay. Oh. It's trying to trick you and make you feel feelings. Spoopy. Uh-oh. Shmoney. Find your homies. I think fear was one of the things. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. All right, Woodchuck, let's go. Oh, it's perfect. Nani? That's a very cool cut. Okay. No. No. That is a different crown. Aw. All right, where are we now? Oh, okay. Is she actually trapped there? Oh, is she actually trapped there, or was that an illusion by the witch, Carla? Because that was the witch's, like, coronet thing. Oh, shit. Ah. The aftermath. I don't like those noises. Hello. What? Did you just attack him using a spear that was driven through a dude? That's fucking awesome. I like him too. She is super creepy and I dig it. I dig him too. Yeah. Like fully dedicated paladin of evil. Truly believes that he's doing what's necessary or something. That's kind of dope. That takes a lot to reveal for a dwarf. Please don't stab the trees. Yeah, tell us what you're actually looking for, bud. We can help. Nice. Reasonable. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, okay. Damn that hair. Oh. Is that the witch Carla? Oh. I mean, it is. It certainly is, but... Cool. Ah, is this the princess? Who is chasing the prince? Ah, it's a fireball. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Carla? Please don't get in my brain space. Has it? Shit. Ha. Ha. She just felt them. Who's shooting those, though? Who's flying above them shooting fireballs at them? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, shit. Let's go. Oh, there's a horse. Hey! Alright. Wizard and fighter man. Let's go. Yeah, that's how he works. Uh-oh. Hey! Oh. Holy shit. And is she gone? Yeah, trap. Trap, 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 trap. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. So we get to face with Carla. We get to see the face of evil. And we can't do anything about it. We are no match. Well, luckily they now know who their enemy is, because you just showed them. Nah. Got the sword out. Uh-oh. What was that sack? What was that bag? Ooh! Ooh! Wow, that was animated. Okay. That didn't work. Did she steal her body? Wait. Gone. Why did she give her back? All right. Well, Geem is now invested. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, everybody's got different ideas. Hmm? Oh? Hmm. Is it Carla? Am I wrong in thinking that Ganondorf is the dragon itself? What is happening? Oh. 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 I don't want the preview. Ooh, super dope. I can't wait to do that. We're actually gonna get there. That's awesome. Wait. So Ganondorf is not the dragon. We just overlaid them because he is acting in the interests of the dragon. The dragon is the, like, first lines of every episode, fucking the goddess of bad juju. Oh, we're mildly fucked. So is the whole world. Okay, so we definitely need to get back the Priestess of Marfa, or like Marfa and all that jazz, and reawaken that shit. Cool, everything starts to tie together. Great, we get some plotline things. Question. Carla. Carla is a powerful sorceress, right? Did she steal the body of the woman that Gima is trying to seek out? That's the dopest plotline. I'm writing body-stealing evil wizard. Because that's sick as fuck. I'm fully stealing that plotline. Also, I just want to mention that one of my favorite things in like D&D style storytelling is the situation where you let your characters see the bad guy and come up close to the bad guy and recognize that there is nothing they can do against this bad guy straight up right now. You're face to face with them and you are just crushed by sorceress power. You, the wizard, the sorcerer in the group, you understand that this is like way beyond you, and you know that if you fight this thing, you die. But she's not here to fight you. She's here to chat. She's here to goad and tease and joke and, for some reason, give you back the princess that you're seeking at the moment. Why? If she had other plans for this princess, why? Why does she give it back? She's under no threat from these heroes. So there's a problem here, which is that there's a fine line to walk between, like, okay, so our villain appears to our good guys, the people who have some reason that, like, they will probably come around, eventually get strong enough to defeat the villain. Why does the villain not just wipe them off the face of the earth right then and there with a couple of fire spells and some lightning and stuff? Well, I don't know, because that would be bad storytelling. But it's fun storytelling to put your characters against the thing that they're actually against and get them to realize that they have to take other routes, right? They have to go and find allies. They have to go and, like, undermine the operations of these people and, like, seek out a lesser lieutenant and demolish them. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Other things that I like in this episode. Can I go and find that water spell that Deedlit cast? Because that was gorgeous. Friend Undine, Spirit of Water, give us your power. We get this cut of this bit of water just into this female figure of water with all these sparkles around it. This is gorgeous. I think that's such a dope cut. Particularly just the moment where it spirals out into this figure is really, like, this stuff right here. This is awesome. I wonder who's responsible for this cut. It might be one of those things that's just, like, lost to time, and it does not work. It's the coolest magic we have seen so far, and it does not work. And then we get Geem looking at her and realizing that she looks a lot like somebody else. I'm going to assume that that theft of body thing is exactly what's going on here, that the witch Carla has stolen the body of this character. Fuck. That sucks. I do kind of wish that there was a little bit more in this forest. It felt a little bit goofy that we just, like, we fall out of it and then we're out of it. And yippee dippy day. But the idea that, like, we end up in a haunted forest that plays upon all of our character backstories and, like, all of our temptations and reacts specifically to the emotions that we put out is pretty neat. It's a pretty neat idea. Also, just the whole conflict here where Parn is like, I'm going now. I'm angry. I'm going through the forest. We don't have time. Yes, it's called the Forest of No Return. No, it's not a good place to go. I'm going there because there is no other option for me. That's pretty cool. And it creates some inter-party conflicts that make sense. That aren't just like, I'm a dwarf and I hate elves, but are instead, why are we going into this crazy forest after this Parn fellow? when he's being irrational and ridiculous? Well, because Deedlit is going, and because this guy's going, and because that guy's going, and so, well, we're not going to get left behind. Gotta go. Can we just mention the background art? It's really good. There's this one shot, this one, with all of the trees panning by. The thing that's really cool here for me is not only the art itself, which I think is really well done, but the composition of layers is really well done, to create this very fluid feel of a forest. This is a pretty classic type of shot. Anytime we're in a forest, we see this kind of shot in like Natsume Yuujinchou when we're in forests and stuff. Almost never do we see it at the like level of fidelity and the level of accuracy to create this space. It's really good. It's just really good and really great tone setting, as is the music for the whole sequence. It's nice and spooky and also kind of intriguing and interesting and magical and weird. It's great. I like it. Again, I just have to mention that pretty much every female character that we have seen is gorgeous, and I don't mean like the character is gorgeous, I mean the art of them is gorgeous. Look at the like the line of the chin and face. Look at all of the hair and the way that it like tumbles down. It's really excellent looking, and very like very regal, very this is a princess, and you believe it when you look at this character. That's dope. Same with kings, same with other people in power. They emanate their power. Even this guy, even Ganondorf, sitting in his gigantic poofy fucking coat thing over his armor with his hair sort of tousled, like inside this collar of steel. This guy's dope. This guy's spooky. I don't understand the pouring out of wine part of things, but okay, that happens. Carla's creepy. Mr. Red Wizard guy seems to have some thoughts around Carla, and I think that's a bad idea to have any kind of thoughts around Carla, because she'll just kill you, probably, or use you. It's hard enough to understand her motivations that she's genuinely scary because you can't predict what she's gonna do. Classic villain Juju would be like, I stab the princess, or I lightning bolt the princess. Carla gives the princess back, which makes me wonder, like, is there a greater game plan to giving the princess back? Is this in order to sow discord and make the king of the place where she was dispatched think that they were the ones who attacked her caravan and, like, attacked her? What's the deal here? What is Carla's play? And this sort of, like, inscrutability in a villain is really neat because it leads to a lot of questioning. Like, what are they actually up to? If a villain's goals are simple, it's like, I want to take over the world. Okay, how do we stop you? We stop you by stopping you. We understand what you're doing and we can stop you. If the villain does something like, here, you're after this princess? Here, you can have her. It's like, okay, what's the play here? Does she have a bomb inside of her? Did you mind control her? Is she going to be evil? Is she a spy for you? Like, what is happening? Why are you doing something that we want? That's spooky. That's spooky. That takes Carla from, like, I'm evil to I'm spooky. And that affects me a lot more, and I'm interested in that. Spooky versus evil. There's something else that I really like. In this episode, we see conflict blossom between our main characters, our protagonists, but we also see conflict blossoming between our antagonists, and the type of conflict is very different. Our antagonists are using each other for their own goals. Our protagonists are working together and struggling to do that because game won't tell them everything that's going on. That's a hurdle for them. Woodchuck is easily distracted by gold and wealth. That's a hurdle for them. Parn is stubborn and hard-headed and is going off on this path even if it means his death and the death of everyone who comes with him. That's a problem for them. But they're all problems that are interpersonal and that they are diametrically opposed. Carla's issue with Red Wizard dude and with Ganondorf, they want to use this powerful sorceress for their own ends and then dispatch of her once they get there. She knows that. Of course she knows that. She's aligned with evil people. Evil, by necessity, is, like, selfish, right? is looking to seek out your own ends over those of your companions. That's almost definitionally evil, right? So why does evil fail? It's less often that they're less powerful than good or that good just wins. It's that it's hard for evil to work together and that infighting will destroy them. And we see that blooming between Carla the Witch and the I forget his name. I fully forget Mr. Dark Paladin Black Knight guy's name, but this guy right here. We see that blooming between them. Sir Ashram. Thank you, Carla. He is not interested in her. He is about this order, right? He's like lawful evil, order over all. We of Marmo know that the smallest oversight can prove fatal. Right? Like, there's conflict between these two characters. There's conflict. He does not like having Carla, this chaotic force, in play. He doesn't understand what she's going for, and so he's against her, but he can't speak up against it because he's following orders. But there's this internal conflict. Like, our characters, Geem will rush to Parn's side. When Geem gets pulled away, Parn will rush to his side, whether it's smart or stupid. If Carla's in trouble, will Ashram go out of his way to save her, even if doing so would further the goals of his empire? Probably not, and vice versa. She attacks him when he enters the city, just to get his attention. There's tension between these characters. They don't like each other. They're working together because they're in a loose coalition, but that coalition is bound by very thin strings, and it might fall apart. That's crucial. I think that's crucial to demonstrating, like, why do our characters win over evil? Is it because evil is weaker than good? No, but maybe it's because evil consumes itself by its nature. Evil is not destined to lose because storytelling. Evil is destined to lose because evil people can't work together effectively. That's cool. That's cool. That's smart. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm going to call it for that episode. I think I've gone over a lot of the things that I most like in this one. I will mention a couple of like visual things. I like the way that the horses are drawn. We only really see them for a couple of frames because obviously they're not that well drawn. But for the frames that we see them, they look okay. And that's more than you can say about a lot of shows that have horses in them. Also, explosions and fireballs and stuff look genuinely terrifying and genuinely scary and awesome. Also, this moment is amazing, of them charging forward. Also, this moment where he uses like a shield of some kind to deflect this fire spell and it fucking craters the ground all around them is amazing. Excuse me, is amazing. I like this show a lot. It's not perfect. It's got tons of flaws, but there's interesting stuff going on, and that's what I'm here for. Interesting stuff, sometimes really cool visuals, great music all the way through. I mean, really, the soundtrack has been excellent. The background art is selling this world hard, and I like the way the characters are playing out. Again, it's simple. It's classic, not because it's particularly amazingly interesting, but because it came before. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to take a breaky thingy, do a stinky thingy, come back in just a moment for episode 5 of Record of Lodoss Horror. See you in a minute. Peace. All right, welcome back. I checked my phone during my break that I took, and I got a text from one of my players that's like, "Hey, one of my coworkers wants to join your campaign. Can he come roll stats?" Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna like tell somebody that they can't come and play, but I'm already running for so many people. Maybe not. Maybe I'll think about it. Regardless, let's watch episode 5 of this show that we're watching, Record of Lodoss War. Timer. Let's go. Right, right. Right, right. The Desert King. King Fan, I assume. Kind of being gifted her, which was weird. Nice. Better than our previous, welcome. Oh. Cursed Destiny. Never mind, sounds bad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Woodchuck's like, yeah, I'll stand up. Can I get some gold? I saved your daughter. I did that. You know his dad? Why are you so curious about Parn? Oh, it's that guy. They are riding hard. Mm? Uh-oh. Ah, Kashu. Oh, shit. Are they home slices? Oh, they're homeboys. Prince Jester? What even is that creature? It's not a wyvern. Sure, can I get a ride? No? No ride? Okay. Ha! Indeed. Wow. Okay, so this is those are well-drawn horses. What's going on? What is happening? Oh, hi, Carla. That's happening. Why are you reaching out to talk to this guy? Yeah. Oh, for temptation. Uh-oh. Nope, nothing at all. Okay. Wow, trying to tempt people, eh? But that gives us a clear indication that this guy's a good guy through and through, right? No interest. Boom. Mm. Mm. Maybe. Is that Parn? Oh, shit. Fuck, Deedlit. Nope, priest robes. Always. Alright, woodchuck, okay. Go find somebody to pickpocket. Oh, game. Oh, game. For a dwarf, too much to drink? Ooh. This is lore. Shocking. Okay. Right. History repeats. Live and wart. Who had not a name to give and yet was Carla? Hello, Cashew. Sugoi. Come to bring bad news? Dope. Now, we already know he's a good dude. Oh, hello. Hmm. God, God damn, Deedlit. Stop being so expressive and cute. Hello? 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 Why are you just staring at Cashew? Is it because he looks like your dad? Oh, buddy, turn your eyes on. Parn? Parn, turn your eyes on. Baka. You're an idiot. Oh, hi. All right. Uh-huh. Definitely didn't cheat at all. No cheating here. Smart. What's in the dungeon that you're shirking your duties? Naba? Someone to be executed? I thought he was going to say cheated in gambling. Oh, okay. Jesus. Shake, 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 shake. Whoops. Uh-huh. You're gonna get thrown in that dungeon, buddy. Hi, Naba. Poor bastard. Uh-oh. You have been chosen. Yeah. Here, have a second chance. Oh, shit. You're gonna turn him into a guided missile? Fuck. All right, we got a murder attempt to foil. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. And I'll bet Woodchuck is the only one who's going to get to find out at first. Buddy, who you staring at? King Cashew. I see. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Are you Deedlit? Deedlit? Okay, good. Good. I thought she was gonna go try and dance with the king to really fuck with him. Yes, you can, Parn. It's just like swords. Oh, you're not very good at those either. Yeah, stepping on the feet, stepping on the dress. Oh. Oh no. Hi, Woodchuck. Yay. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Ah. Okay. Pretty much. Oh, come on, Deedlit. Let him have this one. You look gorgeous. He's not spurning you. Oh, hi, Geem. Hmm. Nice. Nice. Thanks, game. Ah. Ah. Not the target. Oh, God. Oh, not quite as dope. Hey, thanks. All right. Shit. That's a big boy. Angles, angles. Ooh. Atta. All right, Cashew is pretty dope. Maybe you shouldn't try and cheat people. Training with Cashew. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 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 Swing that sword. Yeah. Woo. Distraction. Wait. Uh-oh. Carla? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jesus, woman. She bad news. No. Oh. That's not even a veiled threat. I don't know what to make of that. What is up with you, Carla? Trying to turn Cashew against the world. Oh, that must be Moss and stuff? Hello. How did Cashew get here so long before him? Ah, hello. Hello, Ashram. Is that Ganondorf? Crap, they're moving in force. Okay. Cool. Cool. Kingdoms working together. The witch Carla. Mm-hmm. And to them. And to everybody else. Sounds like a quest to me. Sounds like a quest to me. That's pretty dope. Giving him a chance, yeah. Thank you, Cashew. Now you gotta live up to it, buddy. Gladly. Oh, God. That's glowing. The demon sword, eh? Farn. Oh, shit. That's his armor and his blade. The king who wielded a holy blade. He senses it too. Old enemies. Dope. That's gotta be the end. Woo! This was a very intrigue-filled episode. I like it. We get to meet some characters. We get to go to some places. I mean, we've been heading toward this kingdom for a while now. Gosh, this is a Cashew-focused episode. We get an assassination attempt strictly to kill Cashew. We focus on his journey here. He first makes contact with Prince Jester, and he runs into the witch Carla not once, but twice. And the first time is super great because it gives us characterization for King Cashew. Like, who is this guy? What is he about? Well, the witch Carla appears to him with none of his knights around. They run out ahead of him. He's alone. He's isolated. He has no reason to lie in any way, shape, or form. And she, though she doesn't make a great explanation for it, he treats her with respect, notices immediately that this is a powerful entity, and hears her out to figure out what he can about what's going on. Finds he cannot draw his sword, and she offers him Lodoss, the whole of it, for the sake of Lodoss, right? What is one of the great temptations of evil? It is to believe that you as a ruler would be better than the people currently in power, right? It's also the evil side of most revolutions is I believe that I and we, with our political and philosophical beliefs, would be better rulers than those in power, coming from someone who does not understand the responsibilities of those in power. That's the temptation that she lays out for him. Wouldn't you, the person who's already united one kingdom, be better as the ruler of another kingdom? Wouldn't you want control over all of this? Aren't you tempted by this? And King Cashew, in the first act that he really makes on screen, tells her no, absolutely not. So what do we learn about King Cashew in that moment? We learn that this is a man of principles. Bada bing, bada boom. So we can trust him implicitly from this point on. He does not, however, tell his men about this, which is reasonable. And then we have the partying before the fall. I guess I'm going to say if this is just an excuse to get Deedlit made up and in a pretty dress, I'm here for it. She looks so cute. I mean, pure elven waifu material. Look at that. Look at her. She's beautiful. Super awesome. And little jokes about priest robes and stuff, and off goes Woodchuck to do woodchuck things. Game. Drinking alone. That's a mood. There's really like a mood and a vibe there. And then we get some historical exposition through a bard coming and singing songs. I am slightly going to steal this because it's really smart. I did something similar to this in a game last week. one of the factions in the city that they're in reached out to them and told them to meet in one of the private boxes at the opera, and gave them all tickets to an opera that seeded some bits of lore and like historical stuff into the world. They couldn't understand the opera, which was wonderful because the opera was entirely in Giant and none of them speak it. But they got to go and witness, because they were there waiting for intermission so they could meet this guy in one of the private boxes. They got to go and witness this play and also rub shoulders with some of high society, and go and get some cool clothes and all that stuff to get fancied up. But they got to learn some things about some of the historical figures in this world, and the world that they're in is populated by these historical figures. Like, the play was a somewhat fanciful recounting of events over 100 years ago, but one of the primary characters in the play is the current lord of the city, and like has been around for hundreds of years. So that seeds some stuff. It's like, oh, that character we have heard of and exists right now, but this play was set hundreds of years ago. Wait a second, what's going on here? Was a really cool moment. That kind of like in-world storytelling about like historical stuff creates a really interesting form of exposition, because it's exposition in-world to the characters that they don't necessarily know about, a recounting of a legend that they might not have heard before. That's very cool. It also does some setup. A knight in white armor with a holy sword. Now the king of Valis, Fawn, he sits right over there, right? Hello, that's me. And immediately after, with a dark sword, Beld. We know who he is. Cool. Flav, some ancestor of Geem, or at least someone he would respect. All of these heroes coming together. A sorcerer, a fountain of knowledge. Mort, a cleric of Marfa. A priestess named Nis, who Geem knows, right? And the final one, a warrior of magic, the only light who had not a name to give. A dark-haired woman with a circlet of gold with gemstones in it. I wonder who that could be. It seems like it's Carla. We also know that she knows Wart from far beyond and far in the past, right? There's a lot of exposition here. There's a lot of interesting stuff. This is not a new conflict. This is a return to an old battle that was done and finished and won at some point that is now rising again. That's cool. I think that's a super cool. Okay. King Awesome Cashew is super awesome. Forces of evil are moving on the world. Uh-oh. Yes. And respect between kings. Favorite thing in the entire episode by far is Deedlit getting pissed that Parn is not paying attention to how cute she is in this moment. And Deedlit giving us pouty faces is the greatest thing that I have ever seen. I can barely move in this gown. Why do people look at my fucking gown, you dumbass? And from my perspective, Parn, turn your eyes on, dude. Turn them on, you fucking idiot. Because very similar to the previous cut of her circling around him. But, and then it explodes. It's great. I love her a lot. And Deedlit has fully convinced me of her own awesomeness. Okay, cheating at dice, as one does. Gotta go look at the thing. I kind of love the way that this story sort of flows together, right? You end up, okay, you go off, you play some dice. One of the people you're playing with leaves early because he's got to go deal with a thing. Go ahead and 5 minutes later, go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah, you see this guy sneaking around. It's weird. You see this gigantic dude who apparently was in prison, and he's just going, Kashu. That's really cool. Also, whoops. You done goofed. You fucked up. Yeah. The door opens. Carla seeds a guided missile. Ooh, spooky. Wonderfully spooky. Okay. Hey, we're dancing. Let's go. Very cute. Very wonderful. But it also just puts him into a position to be there when the attack occurs. Attack occurs. Big guy is big. I actually want to get to that attacking moment. Actually, before we do that, this moment speaks volumes, doesn't it? Game turns, sees her. She sees him. They're both in pain. She sees his pain. He finishes his wine, pours a new goblet, hands it to her without a word. That's homie stuff, you know? That's homie stuff. That's like, yeah, we don't agree on everything, but here, you having a rough night? I'm having a rough night. Let's sit here and stare off into the middle distance. That's good. I like that. Okay, big dude is big. I want to talk through this fight because angles. We always use low-angled shots on this dude and high-angled shots when he's coming in. I love this little tumble because we get a very deft tumble from Cashew. And then immediately after, flick, 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 we get a not so deft tumble from Parn, who like has to push himself through it. That's cool. That's like actively demonstrating our characters' proficiencies through their ability to do physical motion. That's cool. Parn is not there yet. He gets his sword and it's not right in his hands. It's like he with effort like tries to swing it and doesn't do very well. He goes for this large chop and it's useless. It does nothing. Shit. Sword goes. Cashew in an instant runs, grabs it, slash, bam, done, saved. We did it. Right? That's cool to demonstrate the gap in power between these characters. Because, like, that's how it feels. I think that's super nice. Okay, and King Cashew trains him. Again, this is like a Cashew is the central character of this episode. He is the dopest king. And he actively, like, refuses Carla right in front of Parn, and also tries to figure out why she's doing what she's doing. Chucks his sword at her. It gets stopped by her. I thought it was just gonna pass through like she's an illusion, but instead she just stops it telekinetically, and that's terrifying. And wonderfully terrifying. But all of this leads to Cashew giving Parn a chance. There's a mission that needs to be done. Somebody needs to go speak to the old sage Wart. Who will go? We need everybody we can get. And it's a dangerous path. Who can we send? Cashew gives the opportunity to Parn. This kid's got that fire in his belly, right? Go off. Go do it. I love this moment of shock from Parn and then this little nod from Cashew. Like, go ahead. I'm giving you this opportunity. Take it. Take it. This is what you need. That's dope. And Demon Sword and Holy Sword, and a battle is going to come soon. Awesome. Simple, but I mean, the main purpose of this episode is to introduce this city, this kingdom, how it functions, and introduce King Cashew, because he's the dopest. Very cool. Very cool. Why is Carla so interested in Cashew, in turning him? Because he's that good, because he's that powerful and like that good a warrior and that good at binding people? I think so. Very interesting. Okay, well, this has been 2 episodes of Record of Lodoss War. I'm still enjoying the hell out of this show. We've had, again, there are like a lot of background art that's beautiful, a lot of music that's wonderful. And then scenes, particular scenes in each episode continue to impress me. I think the sequence of the water elemental that Deedlit flings in the previous episode was just fantastic. And some of the background art around the forest was wonderful. A lot of great art in this episode was focused around Deedlit being gorgeous in a full like ball gown and stuff. Radiantly beautiful. But also introducing King Cashew to us and his whole deal. Wonderful. I'm going to call it there. I've been Tiabu. This has been Record of Lodoss War, episodes 4 and 5. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week for more. Peace.